Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Uncle Dente is such a fucking master troll. First he got everyone when he faked dying.
Yeah, he fake died, and then he got everyone by thinking that he was gonna give, he got Locky up by making him think he was gonna give him something fucking useful.
Right, what do you mean? Gas masks are useful, right? These are gas masks made for his poison, right? But I got real mad. I got real mad when they cut away. I was thinking, oh fuck, boy, this better not be his power up gimmick right here. Because I don't know if you saw, right? But the magazine scan has come out for June, right?
Yeah.
Our boy is getting it, right? Right, and boy, it is not. But hey, but by the end of this episode, it looks like that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's
right.
They're really, I mean, between the Dente fake out and the and that, I really have to commend this season for being a bunch of fucking trolls, and just messing with people. The Dente death scene might be the most insane fucking thing for them to have pulled.
Look, Sachika can still become a Kamen Rider. Her bubble is still empty in the opening, right?
I know, it's still... Look, man, we've been burned by this before, okay? If you keep looking for something to be exactly what the opening shows, you wind up getting disastrous results, okay?
Look, the opening credits of a Kamen Rider show would never lie, Everything that they show in the opening has to happen,
The problem is that they never lie, and then it doesn't make any goddamn sense when they tell us the truth.
Oh, look, just get the same guy that directed the opening to come back to ask him what he meant when he put this in the opening, right?
And then have him go, I don't remember. I wasn't planning
I just thought it looked cool. Oh, what do you mean? People keep asking you about this bit in the opening. I just thought that was neat, What the fuck more do you want? You hired me to make an opening sequence, not to write a story,
Yeah.
I don't know what more you want me to do. I did my job, alright?
Yeah. Hey, we're picking up
where
we
it is
left off.
Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 36, Turnaround Awakening, Master Gavv. Alright, so hey, I just want to quickly, before we get to the actual episode, I just want to talk about, I mean, we're going to get to when it shows up, but I just want to get something, but I think Master Gavv and Over Gavv are terrible naming modes, right?
It doesn't
they don't
make
correlate
sense
with each other, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's not like these are two opposite sides, right? Because one that's a master, we all right, position of power. The other one's called Over Gavv. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean? Right?
Yeah.
If it was called Overlord Gavv, right? Or something?
Yeah, sure.
Right? Or I don't know, what's another, what's the equivalent of a master? What's another, Leader Gavv? Like
Supreme?
Right?
Yeah.
Right, something that detonates like authoritarian over a thing, right? But I just want to say, Master Gavv, Over Gavv are terrible naming scheme. By the way, people online are trying to argue that Master Gavv is the true final form of Gavv when this is not the case. I don't know why people keep getting into debates about what is considered a final form in Kamen Rider. Toei has made it very clear. No. Both of these forms are the final forms. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a fucking Gates. It's a Gates, not Gates, Geese, whenever him, is his stupid final form. Right, when he had two, when his gimmick was he had the red and blue form thingy, Right? Is that exact situation all over again? I don't know why people are trying to argue that master form is the real form. It's not. It's just, these are just two forms with two separate power sets. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, hey, keeping off where we left off. Hey, Hey, Jeep is not doing a good job. It's Longo that's, Jeep's master plan, right? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna get all the praise. I'm a good
Jeep really played himself by putting Longo. I mean, this again goes to the fact that Longo is the most efficient stomach. He knows how to get this shit done. And it's yeah, why would I praise the underling when it's clear? Why would I praise the... I'm not praising the... You don't tip the manager. It's fucking... I'm tipping the guy who's giving me this fucking A+ service.
Yeah, it's the chef, you know, right? And boy, man, Jeep did all his big plays. Oh yeah, I'm gonna demote my brother. Yeah, I'll make him feel like an idiot. Ha ha ha! That'll teach him. That'll teach him for bullying
This
me.
might be the most. This episode might be the most that Jeep has like completely fumbled the bag of like going from having a plan to what did you expect would happen? Like all the way through this episode is like I was thinking about this on the way back from this vacation I took, like because it was so fucking baffling to me. I'm like, what did Jeep think would happen by the end of this episode? Like, what was his intended result, right?
Right.
Like, what was his plan?
Well, what's
Everybody would praise him.
Game, right?
Yeah, people
it's
would
clear
praise
the fact
him
that
instead
he
of
was
Longo.
already doing a bad job when he was working for Longo, right? And now that he's promoted, he realized, I have to do that job now that I didn't know. I was already being really bad when I was doing. Fuck, what did Jeep? What were they?
It was procurement. They were the ones out there having to collect the presses.
You know, right? Yeah, and then he realized, oh man, now he realized, I actually, I am not qualified for this job in any actual
you know
way.
what it is? They're living the parallel of Ryan from The Office, where they're like, well, I'm bad at sales, so I might as well go into management. Hey man, you're fucking up management too, and you might be committing crimes. Like, this is pretty bad, man.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. That meanwhile, hey, boy, Rita, not Rita,
Ritsu.
Fuck, what's
Ritsu?
Ritsu, right? Boy, she does not have any spatial awareness right now. She's like, oh no, why would they attack a venue?
Look,
you know,
Ritsu. Look, Ritsu is just that girl from like the early coverage of the pandemic, who was just like that college girl in like Florida or whatever, who was like, we gotta go and get drunk before all the bars close. Like, no, you should probably stay inside.
No, but she'll be fine. It'll be fun. It's fine and everything. Look.
Yeah. So what
if they attack another big venue? Right?
There's nothing bad can happen if we all get together and cough on each other.
Right, look, there are too many venues around, Don't never pick our venue. Don't pick one of those other venues and everything. Yeah. Oh, by the way, hey, so it's been pointed out to me that, hey, the song of UMP, real music, it turns out, by the way.
Yeah, the music is, I mean, I don't know about the band, but, like...
So the band is not real. It turns out, we just licensed some indie Japanese rock band.
I was gonna say, the music, that like, honestly, the music sounds too structured to just be some throwaway
shit. It sounds like it got me thinking. I was like, there's no way that Bandai Toei would spend that much effort, to create like this fake 10-second loop with no payoff, right? They'll never waste their money to do something like that, Right, but someone online
they can't afford Exile Tribe again, so they're like, let's find somebody on the street.
Someone online has found out that, hey, where the actual music that UMP, Oompa, whatever the fuck, Ultimate Music...
UMA,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, whatever the fuck the Ultimate
Crab
Music
Club?
Alliance...
Hold on. Are they called Crab Club?
Yes, I believe so. That is the name of that band.
Holy shit, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Look, as of today, as we were recording this, 3.1k subscriber on YouTube. They really just looked for like a random ass indie band. Like, hey, can we use your music for Kamen Rider? It costs too much money for us to attempt to license a real artist. So we're just like, fuck it. We'll sort this by YouTube, right? By random shuffle new independent artists. Here's $1,000. Okay. Here's 1,000 yen or some shit. Here you go. But yeah, hey, it's a real band. Ritsu be like, it's fine. By the way, so in the end, her stupid little party band gimmick, it's a hoodie and some fucking wavy stick. Is that it? Is that the only one works?
And a bunch of like pins. And shit, hold on, let me see. What's the rest of the shit?
Let's see.
There's a big dumb horse hat. There's a big dumb
Yeah,
horse hat.
okay. Okay, I guess you do need someone to make that. So I guess that okay, I would use Happy Power Service for that, right? But the rest of the stuff are like stupid little stuff she could have done by herself.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, like, the only thing I can understand I'm going to require actual learning, actual skill craft is like this fucking horse. Because I have to assume that they made this horse head, right? Yeah, like, hey, it's like, hey, all right, who here knows how to use a sewing machine, right? But like all this other stuff is just like really just like stupid actual middle schooler arts and craft project. Ooh boy, here you go. Wow.
I guess she knows that like Sachika has a pin maker, so that's where she got all the pins made for Uma.
Right, but yeah. I don't know. This is like in the end, this is what she paid them to do, right? To do like actual basic elementary school, high school like arts and craft project.
I mean,
I thought
hey,
like
look, maybe she. I was gonna say maybe she has a real job that she has to focus on, but let's be real. No, Ritsune is. She's working on.
Look, this band taught her. Look, ever since she got eaten up by a guy while jogging home, right? UMA has been.
That's the funny thing is that she was literally like what, our second person that got kidnapped by like attacked by Granute, and it's like she should be the one most freaked out by this whole situation, and she's just like, nah.
It's fine. Look, as long as it doesn't affect me, Look.
Yeah.
Look,
right? It happened once. I got COVID once. There's no way I could get it again.
Yeah, look. You can't get COVID twice. That's not how it works. You know, you get it once, and you're done with it.
Now I'm inoculated, right? So I can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Meanwhile, I just want to point out because we glossed over talking about Ritsune's dumbass. Speaking of dumbasses, fucking. In addition to Jeep fucking himself over by giving Longo a position that lets him show off how much better he is, he then went, "Oh yeah, well if you're so cool, I'll sabotage you. I'll sabotage your work and make you look bad." So he gives fucking goddamn Shoma the exact fucking like you might as well have put like meet here at this time. He's going to like do it. Please, Mr. Officer, I left you all the clues. Go off with this. What did you think would happen by the end of this episode?
I know Jeep assumed that Shoma and the rest of the gang were not gonna figure if I was in their position, I would have to assume that they were trying to learn venue and if according to what Ritsu said, this is the latest hottest band, you would assume that this probably would have been a hot spot. They were gonna attack this.
I mean, it's just
way,
it was just an inevitability. But also, like, even if like, what was his plan was his plan to have Shoma beat Longo, or to have Longo beat Shoma, or for them to kill each other, or what? Like, what did he think that no matter who loses, I win? Because, fun fact, you can still lose at this somehow.
Right? I didn't think, right, like, he was banging on the fact that Shoma was gonna stop them. Right, but he clearly saw or was aware that Longo just beat the shit out of Shoma ass last time.
Beat the ever-loving stuffing out of him. Quite literally.
Right, and the other two, and our two Powerpuff Boys, right?
Yeah.
Right, he's like, oh man, he was waiting, boy, I really hope that he gets like some type of power-up or some shit in between now and then, within the next 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this plan that they're doing.
This was a real like I don't know what your plan was there, bud. But
nah, man, there was
you played yourself.
Maybe Longo was right to put you and Cheetah in.
He wanted to sell you off, and it would have been fine if he had actually done it. Hanto's contribution this week is finally publishing his paper, his manifesto on Granutes, and getting the word out, and then. Hopefully that it generates good response and not nationwide.
Oh man, it gets good SEO, right? I hope a lot of people are Googling this information.
I sure hope that we don't cause a fucking riot and panic, and we go into martial law.
Right? Yeah. Oh man. I love how Longo did not know what he was expecting from this. Right? It's like. Right, like he's like, oh yeah, hey, look, don't people will trust me, right? Don't believe me, the press and everything, I'm a real journalist,
I'm a
right?
real journalist who hasn't published a paper in fucking 17 months or whatever.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna assume that everyone will find my random blog site, right?
Yeah.
Where I publish, because here's the thing, he's not sending this right to corporations.
Yeah, he's not. There's no
right,
deep.
there's no Zodiac
deep throat.
killer, right? He's sending.
Right.
He's sending.
Right.
And everything, right? Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if Shoma's idea is just to check random. I like how he's just monster inking this, right? He's like, oh fuck. Boy, what are these doors will open up to the
If I hold my hand in front of this door, it'll react. Come on, one of these fuckers.
Right, I think it's funny just walking around random locations.
And then when we do actually get to the concert, then they also, once again, are just running around looking for shit.
Yeah, also, I like how their thoughts, oh boy, the best, hey, let's look for a poison, but let's start from below ground. Let's start at the ground
level. It might be in the bathrooms. Well, in their defense, 2 out of our 3 super sleuths over here are literally not human. They don't know how this shit works. They barely understand what a fucking flushing toilet is.
Yeah, I guess they. I guess so. You're right, but yeah, I just think it's funny how they're looking at the most innocuous places, right?
Yeah.
To think that okay, where would they put this thing?
Yeah.
Also,
right. If you're really that worried, couldn't you just? I mean, this isn't a good thing to do necessarily. It's not necessarily the better thing, but wouldn't you just, in most of these cases, just like try to say there's a bomb threat? Yeah, there's like a bomb threat. And
also, but I just want to point out, there's a scene that really took me earlier this episode. Was when Lockett, when they're all meeting in front of the venue, right? Lockett's all right. Let's all go look for suspicious people. And Lockett is wearing
a full black trench coat with a black hat. Yeah, he looks like a fucking flasher.
He was wearing his stupid, like, back when he was a serial killer outfit.
Yeah, he's you gotta dress like one to get. He's gotta get into the shoes. Think like one.
It's like, look, how would I use my own toxic venom?
How would I, if I were using my toxin, how would I do it? Well, apparently you never thought of turning it into bubbles. Never thought of bubbling his toxin.
I don't know, this entire bit of it was just real fucking funny. Right, because you look at everyone else around them in, like, the scenery, like, it's like background. Everyone's dressed like a fucking stupid little Idol fan, or whatever the fuck with their stupid little Idol outfit. And then fucking Lockett is just wearing his whole fucking dark, like, alright, his Judge Doom outfit this entire time. Alright, Lockett, it's, boy, read the room. This is not the time.
Great.
Alright, but yeah, it's bubbles, and it turns out, look.
Yeah.
No one thought of looking up from above,
Yeah.
Right? Also, hey, look, the best part is everyone in the audience thinking, oh, wow, bubbles. Hey, this is part of Idol
Show. Part of the show, yay. Ooh, look at all these red bubbles. I mean, they don't have anything to do with the motif of our characters.
You don't know. It could be a bubble. It could be a bubble show for all you know, right? Also, in retrospect, when I'm rewatching the scene, only Ritsu's wearing a fucking horse head, right?
That's why she had to hire Happy Pare.
Well, hey, fuck that person. So fuck that person who's sitting behind her, right?
Hey, look, man, get fucked. Look, it's not your fault that you're short as shit and my hat is big and dumb as fuck.
Right. Like, I'm a real UMA fan, Yeah. Where the fuck aren't you? If you were a real fan, you would have made a fucking horse hat to wear as well.
You would have, if you were a real fan, you'd have some kind of big horse part too.
Right, you were dressed for the theme. But then also, hey, look,
So
Uncle Dente gave Lakia a mysterious briefcase.
Yeah, it turns out the mysterious piece is just a mask. It's gas masks.
Yeah,
hey,
gas
Kamen
mask.
Riders, it's masked for the masked riders.
Yeah, boy, I feel like the gas masks are defeated once they transform into Kamen Rider.
It's the Kamen Rider equivalent of putting a hat on a hat is a mask on a mask.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know what they were thinking. Right. It doesn't help that they immediately transform into Kamen Rider. Right. Like they put these gas.
Well, the bubbles have dissipated now, so it's okay.
Right. But I feel like they would still be out and about. Right. There could still be. It could still be in the air. Right. And everything.
I don't know, man. It was a weird tactic, but luckily they at least know how to divide. Division of labor is good, so we put Honto barely winning. Honto with still technically a better win rate than fucking what's his face Kuragane Spawner from last season. But Lakia goes after.
He's fighting fucking fuzzy Muppets or whatever the fuck these.
Yeah, birds again. I guess I don't know.
And Lakia is fighting three. Is fighting three of. I guess these are Longo's agents, right?
Longo's agents, yeah, they're red, so they got to be Longos.
Right, yeah. Boy, I felt like this. Boy, I feel like Hato really be like, hey, you go.
Really took the
him.
Yeah. You guys. Oh man, that's crazy. I'm gonna stay here.
Let me go fight these. Let me go fight these Grand Mutes instead. You know, you got.
I'll deal with
right?
Big Bird. You guys go fight.
You fight the cyberpunk. You fight the cyberpunk people with the psychopaths.
You fight the cyberpunk people with guns, and Shoma, you can handle the guy. You can handle your older brother who beat the ever-loving shit out of you yesterday, right?
Right. Yeah. So let's all right. Let's all split up. Yeah, the
split up and look for clues. Oh, hey, look, I found him. He's underground. He's gonna kill us. He's bad. Oh God. Big brother, no. Nissan, please.
Yeah. Also, boy, hey, really? So Shoma finally shows into Master Gavv, right? Really anticlimactic. He just does it. You know, I was expecting more of a build-up, like with what they did with Overgavv.
Well, the build-up is this long monologue of him trying to validate his existence, and then the other part of the build-up is all of the Gochizos who know that they are about to be sent to the furnace, being weeping tears of, I guess, sorrow and respect for their master, and choosing exactly how they want to be cooked. And turning over the fucking Gochi pod. I thought this was gonna be a thing where it's like the Gochi pod wasn't complete and there's another fucking add-on that we have to get to it. But no, it's just oops, it was facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, he didn't send he set it W for Gavv. He didn't send it M for Master. All right.
I really have to point out, like, I just really have been thinking about this. There is something about the last, I guess. I mean, this goes back to Zio, really, because I was watching something about the Zio driver, and we really like having belts that you can spin around. Like,
I think it's the coolness factor, right? I mean, to be fair, I mean, looked at the toy sale chart, right? Zio fucking sold a fuck ton, you know, right?
Oh,
They've been trying to chase that.
I'm just saying.
They've been trying to chase.
The Desire driver spinning around. There's the Jiku driver spinning around. There's the Desire driver spinning around. And now with the Gochi pod, it turns out you could spin that motherfucker like a propeller.
Right, but it's only located to a power up form, you know. Yeah. Right, and I like the actual belt function.
Right.
But yeah. Hey, Master again, fast as fuck. He's a speedy little boy. He's zooming around, you know. It's like, look, it's like with Rock Lee. It's like with, he's
dropped the. He's dropped the. This was 100% Gara versus Rock Lee the entire time, right? It was just him speeding up and hitting barriers, and they just copied the homework of Gara versus Rock Lee. Also, I think with Master Gavv, we have to put the debate to rest. Gav's motif is a rabbit, right? It's gotta be the animal part of it has to be a rabbit.
Look. People are still trying to figure out, right, what he is. People are still a jackal or kangaroo, you know, right? Hey, I could say, hey, you know what he is? He's fucking a jackalope, you know, right? He could be.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Say he's a jackalope. I don't care. But it's something rabbit-like, right? It's gotta be, because it's all speed and fucking big old dumb ears. I can't. You can't tell me it's something else.
Right. Look. I still believe that they still have not said what his stupid little animal, his motif
aspect is
right. Right for his thing, you know, right? Like it's pretty obvious when you look at stuff like God Chart and Geats because they explicitly said it, you know, right? But they just be like, look, better fuck animal, right? Because that's the thing, right? Is he a kangaroo because he has strong punches and strong kicks because of Overgavv, you know, right? Oh, I figured out. What if Master Gavv is based on a rabbit, right?
And but Overgavv is based on a kangaroo?
It's based on a kangaroo, right? You know? Right?
You know that thing that kangaroos famously do? Punch?
And kick. Hey, look. Have you not played Tekken? Right?
Well,
Hey,
I guess, but they usually it's the kicks that are the strong part.
Oh yeah, but in Tekken, everyone can punch.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone got hands in Tekken. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Look, it can either be he's either based on Roger Senior or Roger Junior.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah. So it turns out that he can switch interchange between Master and Overgav. It should have been. It should have been one should have been Overgav and one should have been Lord Gav. I guess maybe that would have made more sense. Mm-hmm. So that combined, it's Overlord Gav.
Right. Yeah. It should have been something that made more sense because I don't know what Over and Master what their correlations are right to each other.
Yeah.
Right enough. Right. Yeah. I feel like it should have been something like that. Like Over like he's going over the speed and Lord because he's more
like he's overdosed on fucking sugar.
Right. Yeah, it should have been something way more. But look. The Japanese don't know that type of wordplay. All right, right. That's too advanced for them. But yeah, he beats the shit out of him. A good fight sequence. This fight sequence fucking insane.
Fast as fuck. Bounce around, swap between forms, catch some shit, throw some shit at my brother again, beat him in the face again.
Yeah, I'm too fast. Yeah, I am reacting too fast for him to respond with his stupid little absolute defense sand shield.
Which one am I gonna pick? Oh, am I gonna punch you or am I gonna pass you? Oh, faster.
Or better yet. Look, I have a gun and I have some chip stores. It took me
Master
for a bit.
Yeah, I do like that the main focus of Master Gavv is the switch between Master and Over, but then quietly it's just like, oh yeah, also he has access to all of the weapons too.
It took me a bit when I was watching this to realize that he was using the chip sword until they cut to. I was like, what the? Wait, does this form have fucking weapons? What the fuck is going on? I was like, oh, yeah, I guess look. We've been complaining about. It seems like they forgot all about those other forms. I mean,
it's been a while.
There's no reason for. Technically speaking, progressively speaking, there's no reason for him to ever to be using
go back to those forms.
Right anymore. But at least he still remembers. I have swords and
I have weapons. That would help.
Right. Yeah. Look, maybe not everything is just punch and kicky kick. It
is funny that the last he doesn't go through the whole. I mean, he doesn't have to go through the whole suite of weapons, but you'd think he'd at least have started with his big tongue sword or something, or I don't know, Cake King Whipple thing.
Mm-hmm. Right. No. Also, so the thing I like about Master Gavv, the color is actually good. It is not fucking one-dimensional.
It's certainly better. I'm still not perfectly sold on the orange on the back of the legs and the feet.
Mm-hmm. Right, but I think it's better than Overgav, right? Because right, because I'm looking at the design for Overgav, right? So Master Gavv has orange feet, okay? Right. Do you know what color Overgav's feet are?
Purple.
No, orange.
What?
It is still orange.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
They use the same. They use the same fucking foot sequence for both, right? So I'm looking at the actual design. So Overgav. Right, I'm gonna quickly post an image. It's not the full body, but it's close enough for us to get a good sense of the color theory between them, right? But you can see that mask actually has enough differentiating colors to make it look unique, as opposed to Mask where it's so stagnated with one, it's just orange and orange adjacent color,
Right. Yeah.
Right, and that's the reason why I was fucking hating Overgav so much. I feel like if Overgav was designed more like Master Gavv with its color, with how it actually used different colors to break away. Right? I mean, technically it does, but they're still too similar.
Yeah, it's just not the same. It's not the same level of color separation.
Right, like purple and blue might be related, but they're still far enough in contrasting where you don't feel offended looking. Right? Because they're choosing what I think was this orange and brown,
red,
right?
Like a dark red, yeah.
Right, but these things are too similar in shading. At least with the purple and blue that they're using for Master, and they both look different enough where you don't feel offended looking at their design.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I look. I like Master Gav's design way more, only because it breaks away. The suit does not hurt your fucking eyes when you look at it, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Because everything about fucking over Gav's design, but yeah, he kicks the shit out of Longo. Longo finally learned this is what humans can do.
Yeah, bounces around like a fucking, creates his own, like, I guess, punching bag, speed bag, like, ring, and just bounces around the bottles, kicking the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. Right?
I am curious
if... watching this? Uh-oh.
I'm curious if... Well, so they take the time to show Longo get sliced across the face in his Granute form, and I wonder if this is going to be another, like, fake-out where we think that Longo is dead, but he's gonna come back with, like, an eye patch or some shit.
Oh my god, it'd be fucking show. It'd be the funniest fucking thing. You know, like it's like it's not even a big scar, right? It's like a scratch. You know, it's like
it fucked up his eye. It fucked up his eye.
Right. Oh, does it? I thought it was a scratch that.
No, there's. If you look at it, like it changes, like the.
Oh yeah, it's a whole gash. You're right. Okay, yeah. Him show up again with an eye patch would just be real fucking funny, honestly.
And he just shows up with an eye patch and shoots like Jeeb in the back or something.
Mm-hmm. Right, but yeah, he gets his ass beat. You know, Jeep is like, uh-oh.
Jeep is like, oh my god, if Longo can't beat him, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. What did you think would happen?
Boy, I did not expect
when you gave Shoma advance notice of where Longo was going to be, what did you think would happen? What did you think was going to happen? That he was going.
He thought Longo was gonna kill Shoma this time. You know, I was like, oh yeah,
sure, but that would only help. That would only help Longo establish himself better. Either if Longo wins, Jeep loses. If Shoma wins, Jeep loses. The only way that this works out is if they both kill each other, and Jeep doesn't do that. The only way that Jeep's plan would have made sense is if he, after Longo... Oh,
they both... It's like one of them kills the other to the point where the other one is so exhausted.
And then if Jeep swept in and killed off the winner after they were tired from the fight, then that would make sense. He watches Longo die and then scurries away like a little bitch.
He's like, uh-oh, I probably should have put more thought into my plan, you know? I didn't think it would turn out like this. But yeah, everyone gets to enjoy the concert.
The horse mask.
Hey, here's the thing. So we see that it was the audience member that got turned into the presses, right? Did the band get turned into presses too, or was the band like just still backstage waiting? Like, are we supposed to go out to perform now? Right? What's going on?
That is the question. Is not everybody got turned into presses. Everybody in the audience got knocked out. The real question is, was the band conscious during this whole thing? Did they see... Are they the only three people that know the true identities of the Kamen Riders and saw the whole thing?
By the way, it's clear that every stat member was in on this, right? They got
oh, yeah. Now, what's this... once again, going to the insane lengths of, like... Going into the insane lengths that, like, the Granutes go into to, like... infiltrate the human world.
Right.
It's like,
were the actual staff member like knocked out, hidden in a closet or something this entire time? You know? What's going on? What's going on here? You know, right? Look, but it doesn't matter. The show must go on. You know, it's like they already rented out the venue space. They're like, we have to play our licensed music. You know, right? We have to.
Listen, this is the only time we'll ever get to be on a stage like this. We gotta make it fucking work.
Boy. I am looking at Ritsu's hat. This thing is fucking obnoxious. I fucking hate it. If someone was wearing this hat, I would fucking hate them the entire fucking time. This hat is so fucking obnoxious.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking insane.
Right, like her outfit. I don't care about her outfit. You know, she wants to wear. She wants to put like con balls on her fucking shirt. Sure, fine. I don't care about this fucking hat. You know.
Also, did you notice that she's wearing carrot earrings?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. You know, she's
gone full horse mode.
Right? Look, all these other people in the audience are fake fans, you know?
Literally nobody else. There are other women in the audience. Not a single person is dressed up like her. Everybody else is relatively normal. She's the freak.
Look, she wants to let people know she was a real UMA fan, you know?
I'm the ultra fan.
Not only does she wants to be in the 1% of top Spotify list, she wants to be in that 0.001 top percent of UMA listeners, right?
And I'm just saying, I wonder what Ritsu's opinion of Oshinoko is. Is she happy that does she think that the serial killer, the person that killed the idol girl, should have been allowed to do that because she shouldn't have betrayed her?
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that's this week's episode. Hey, I give Master Gavv a better debut than Over Gavv. That's for sure.
It's certainly more entertaining. Again, I'm starting to learn that I think the second thing. So I've talked about before in previous seasons how I'm tired of every final form being capes, or like somebody getting a fucking big ass cape. Oh, this is actually the ultimate form. Oh, it's a cape. Decade's fucking dumbass cape full of cards really sullied the whole thing for me, right? But I think the second most annoying pattern with transformation forms now is big fucking fists. Big fucking fists are really overdone. We got the Kong one with fucking Vulcan. We had the Revice had the fucking the Forze Gorilla Form. Stop making things big as shit. We gotta stop making big fucking arms.
That's how you know. That's how you know they're more powerful.
Stop putting Hulk hands on everybody. They don't need Hulk hands.
Right, but yeah. Hey, look. I think Master Form is great. I definitely like the vibe of Master Form better. Only because like I said, it's not an eyesore when you look at him. Right? Look. They're both the final forms. People need to stop try to gaslight themselves. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Right. Into thinking that this is another fucking old situation, with fucking the bird. Tajodo and Puatira, whatever the fuck, right? It's not that. It is not that situation whatsoever. All right. These are not even the same. Those are not even the same class of.
It's not that deep. It's just not that deep.
Yeah, it's literally geese, not geeks, all right, not Kamen Rider, not the star of the star of the star. It's fucking But what the fuck was gazes?
Oh, wait, no, it's what are you?
No, Gates, no, fucking Gates. Fuck, what was Zeo's secondary writers again?
Yeah, it was Gates. It's just Gates. Yeah, Geiz.
Right, yeah, it's another with his stupid whatever the fuck his final form was.
Yeah, where he could switch between a speed form and a fight form. Yeah, Buzzsaw.
Right, yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, that's what this is. Right? I don't know why people are trying to create some weird superficial argument about this. All right, I think that's it for this episode. Hey, look, but hey, we should probably mention at some point during this episode, Lakia's driver broke. What's happening with that?
I mean, it got damaged last time with against Longo. I was surprised that he used it again, and I'm more surprised that it just is only malfunctioning conveniently after he finishes the fight, and not
Look, he overloaded the system. He overloaded the system,
Yeah.
Right.
Also, we can't. Also, we can't find the jellyfish suit anymore, so we can't have him fight in his Granute form.
Yeah. Look. I guess he gotta pay another visit to Uncle Dente now. Right?
Uncle Dente, can you fix my toy? It broke.
Yeah. Look, I'm back again. Right?
I mean, in Dente's defense, he did learn how to make one for Hanto, so he could probably make another one again, or just tell Hanto to give up his so that Lakia can transform.
Yeah, look, Hanto doesn't even use it this episode, by the way. He just
nope. He just uses the Valen Buster.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for this week's episode?
I think that's it.
All right. That's this week's episode. All right. Kate, thanks. Bye.
Austin.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're recording this on a holiday.
Yeah, yeah. Right,
An American,
hey,
American,
a little behind the scenes for the audience, you know, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
American. It's Memorial Day where we in America remember.
Yeah. By the way,
those
I
who,
found out it was Memorial Day on Saturday. By the way, just to let you know.
boy, yeah. See, I didn't have the leisure of that because well, I don't say that in a bad way, but every year Molly goes on like a trip with her dad and her sibling to go camping or something like that.
All right. Yeah. Hello, campy people. Okay.
Yeah. They do a Memorial Day weekend thing. But this year, myself and her stepmom also came along. So we spent some time. We just got in our respective cars, drove across the out of town. Happened to be in West Virginia, which it turns out West Virginia, really close, honestly. Like,
look, is it west of the country road? You know, right?
The country road is pretty. I guess so. I think the country road is just the fucking I-95.
Okay.
So, or I-270 really.
Yeah.
Anyway, so look, hey, it's nice to be out there. Get to spend some time with the in-laws.
Yeah,
the
experience
family,
nature,
whatever.
you know, right?
Yeah,
Look,
experience nature, blah blah blah. I mean, we're doing like we didn't camp out this time. It was just an Airbnb sort of thing, but like
Okay.
but we're in West Virginia, whatever, and you know, as you know, been going through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
On my own. Haven't really had too much time to self-indulge in my own stuff. I haven't really been going to Yu-Gi-Oh! That couple of months.
Right. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you know, look. So some things are just more important than spending 4 to 5 hours on a Sunday playing card games. You know, right?
Yeah. When everything's on fire, you kind of just need to. Sometimes you just need to breathe. But since we were doing an Airbnb sort of situation,
okay.
we were.
Did you guys find hidden cameras at the Airbnb or something?
No. Although we did find a mysterious basement that had nothing in it, and except for 2 doors that said "restricted access, do not open," which I thought, oh boy, that's spooky as shit.
Okay, man, that's where the devil is being kept in. You know, right? That's a devil or a ghost. You know, right?
Yeah, or it's the door to the garage that we're not allowed to go into.
Okay,
one of the two things. But anyway, since we're there and we're it's an Airbnb situation. We're making most of our own food. We're chopping up salads. We're cooking up stuff. Blah blah blah.
You're like those people who when they go to an Airbnb, they spend the entire weekend only ordering takeout. You know, right?
Yeah, not that you're not really ordering takeout in fucking bumfuck West Virginia. But because it's bumfuck West Virginia, and we want to make food for ourselves, there's only one place that truly provides in a place like that. Can you think of what store chain will provide all the things that I need?
Boy, we're talking about a Walmart, you know?
Yeah, we're talking about
we got a Walmart or something, you know, right?
No, we're talking about Walmart.
Okay.
Night one, we make some food, and then I'm like, we have some things, but we do not have enough things. And so I Google, and it's like, oh, there's a Walmart. It's like 15 minutes away. That's fine.
Okay.
And so we go to Walmart. It's me
Sounds fun.
and Molly and her sibling, and we're getting actual food stuff. We're getting things. We gotta get some. We're getting some water, some seltzer, some sparkling water. We're getting some juice. You know, all the essentials, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought about where I was, and I thought,
okay,
and I thought about everything I've been through, and I went, I must find the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I've been a very good boy, and I deserve a treat. I deserve a treat.
The company deserves the company needs to pay me better, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get myself a treat, and I look around. Eventually, we almost don't find it, but eventually we find the Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the front. They were kind of like, they keep them at the front aisle so people don't steal them, that sort of shit. But like,
Yeah.
but you have to find which aisle at the front it is that like has them. So eventually, I do find them.
Okay.
All of this is leading up to. I bought a few goodies for myself. I'm just gonna tell you about my haul because that's the real bit. So one, I bought the I guess Walmart exclusive little special, not special edition, but what I don't know what the term they use for these now are. But
is it the repack? Is it the
when it's the repack, but like they give you the little tokens and stuff like as an additional thing. It's like a pack
the box. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The box. It's like it's not a special edition, but this is basically a special edition.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll get that for myself. That was good.
Right.
And then I was like, I got that. Got the Luna Ancient Fairy Dragon token. Okay.
Okay.
I got myself a discounted box of the Crimson King structure deck because it was for now $8. So I was like, fuck.
Okay. Sure, $8 for a deck. right? In this economy, that's pretty good.
In this economy, hey, for the reprints and everything, this is a pretty good deal. And then after I looked at the things that made sense, right?
Okay,
My reptile brain.
Okay.
I've been so deprived of cards.
Jesus Christ,
I looked over and I saw the repacks where they just take 3 packs and like stack them together.
Yeah. The one based on the stolen cards that people would do.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I saw what they called the Power Cube.
Okay, yeah.
Which, as we all know, the Power Cube, always a scam, right? It's always a fucking scam. There's just a bunch of fucking junk cards that they just fucking take out of bulk, right? Which one do you think I bought? The 3-pack repacks or the Power Cube?
Boy, I feel like the idea for it to have the word power in it, right? That's how they get you. They put like buzzwords on it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I have to assume you got the Power Cube, right?
Yeah, I got both.
Oh boy, you got both. Okay.
I got the repack. Now let me tell you what I got on my. This is the only reason I bought the repacks.
Okay.
Because normally if you look on the side, you can tell sometimes which packs there are actually included. Yeah. I found 2 packs that had just a shimmer of gold in them, like Willy Wonka and like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I was like, ooh,
okay.
If they're gold, those are Millennium Pack mega packs. Those are like tin mega packs from one of the tins, right? I went, I gotta get that. I gotta see what's in there. I gotta
risk it, right? Yeah, it's right there.
That. And the Power Cube, the Power Cube had how did it describe itself? Let me just look. 1 structure deck, 150 count sleeves, 30 cards, and 3 bonus packs. And I thought, fuck it, we ball. Let's find out what's in the Power Pack, on the Power Cube.
Okay.
So, I'll just tell you, let's see, what did I get out of the repacks and the Megatins packs? I got pretty much nothing of note. It was a swing and a miss, boys. Swing and a miss. But hey, that's the name of the game. You gotta play the game to find out. But I will say, the Power Cube had some surprising things in it. One of which was the structure deck that was included was the Dark World structure deck that just came out last year.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this is actually a usable deck. That's not the worst thing to get, right? So in total, I've gotten a Crimson... I now have come away with a Crimson King structure deck and a Dark World structure deck, and I went...
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, sure.
Alright, there's some synergy. Just dark monsters, alright?
Right. The power... Now, the 30 cards that were in there, obviously, all junk. Trash. Trash.
Okay.
The 3 packs, however...
Oh, okay. This where it gets good.
Yeah. What 3 packs do you think they would include in the Power Cube?
I mean, you said you saw some gold packs, right? So
That
like,
was
I'm
in the
just-
repack. That was in the repack for the. I mean, that was in the repack of the other three. So that was.
All right, so I have to assume probably recent packs, right? You know, so I don't know. I want to say, was it Cybernetic Horizon? You know, right?
These are good guesses, Austin.
Rage of the Abyss. You know, like recent packs that came out like the last year, last 2 years.
I'm gonna give you a hint by reading one of the cards that I got out of it, and I think this will help you. Artista Miko Fuacolocchiola.
Okay. Is that
Does that help?
a magician card? You know, right?
Oh, it's related to it. I'll give you another hint. It is part of an archetype that has magicians in it. I'll give you another hint. Pecora Bellicia Spavento.
Jesus Christ, this is Italian. Did you get Italian packs?
Hold on. If you, let me read one last card. I think you'll know where I'm coming from now. It's these were all in the same pack. Leone Fluffle.
Oh boy, there's a Fluffle monster? Is this, what the fuck was that? Well, what is this? What's the pack with Brave Eyes in it? Secret of Eternity? Breaker of Shadow? Right?
Here, I will send a picture of the packs that I opened that came in the Power Cube.
Okay, boy, man, this cheese. Oh.
3 packs of 2014. I'm sorry, was it 2014? Yeah, of 2014's star packs in Italian.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 packs that the Power Cube contained. What the fuck? They're also first edition. So someone squirreled away 3 Italian packs of this shit and put it in a fucking Power Cube? The fuck?
I think it's some worker that doesn't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is. He's like, fuck it.
So I think it was somebody who came over from Italy and fucking.
Well, I have no idea where the fuck you get star packs from. By the way,
you get them from the past. That's where you get them. These are 11-year-old packs. I'm gonna open one more pack and I'm gonna leave. I only opened one. I'm opening one more on.
I'm gonna open it. All right, the most expensive card in that set is $7.
Oh, cool. I got DDD Ragnarok Re Abisso dell'Oblio.
All right, if you got Sharpino the Melodious Songstress in Starfoil Rare, you got $7. You know, right?
Cool. Yeah. No, I definitely don't. I'm gonna save this last Italian pack for another time. But
okay,
yeah,
you know,
bunch of fucking Italian shit.
Look, it's like those people who keep alcohol in like why he keeps like bourbon in like the closet for like for celebrations and or emergency, you know, right?
Yeah.
Just keep that star pack right there, you know.
If I'm ever feeling down, I'll crack it open and see what I can get from 11 years ago.
Right, or you know what? You can just hide it somewhere where you will forget. So that way, one day when you ever discover it again, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Right? You can memento yourself if you think about it. You write a little note to yourself, right, for the future.
Remember
right?
Italian fucking fluff fright for a sheep. Pecora
right. Or cite them to listen to this podcast episode number for the memories that to re-enter your brain, you know, right?
Yeah, I just really love how it's whatever the fucking lightning bug repel was, Fluffle Leo, and Pecora, Fright for a Sheep, Pecora Pelliccia Spavento. Yeah, so that's my adventure in West Virginia, and I think that's the best you can ask for.